It's Week 17 of the 2024 season, and we've got Marshawn Lattimore. He does more than cover and is now up to a 50-tackle season. It's the Commanders and the Falcons, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 25.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott up here in the booth, and the talk about this game, Brock, is centered, not surprisingly, on a couple of quarterbacks who came through the draft the same year and now in their second seasons here in the NFL.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if it's year 2, year 5, year 10, or Tom Brady, like 30 years later. They still remember every guy in their class. Yep. And when you look across and you see your peer, you are linked together in that draft. You're also linked together in this league that knows how hard getting any win on any day is. And you want this one against your classmate as much as any.
Matt Gay now ready to get this one started. And we're off and running from Landover. Starting from the 5. This return makes it up to the 25. So out head the Falcons for their first possession. And they'll be led out by the 8th pick in the draft. The lefty who led your alma mater, Washington, to the national championship game, Brock, Michael Penix Jr.
There were times, I'll be honest with you, kid, baseball. Because you have a bad outing like this QB did last week with no touchdowns, a couple interceptions. In baseball, you get to play the next day. You get to flush it right away. He's had to sit on it all week long, and he wants... Here.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Caught him across the line early there. That's an easy call for our officials.
Defense.
So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards.
Still second down.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Penix working from the gun. Makes the grab in bounds left side. All the way, that's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take a 6-0 lead right away. Drake London with the touchdown. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
That one right down the middle. And the Falcons will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. Fielded at the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. And leading them out, it's the reigning Heisman Trophy winner, the number 2 pick in the NFL draft out of LSU, Jaden Daniels.
The biggest mistake you can make here. His offense gets suckered into trying and matching the pace while the opposition just set. Even if it's a quick score to begin the game, he's got to have the poise and the patience here to run the opening script they've planned for all week long. Play your game and not let the circumstances dictate and force your hand early.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. From the gun, here's a handoff. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. That was Jordan Fuller getting there for the tackle. Well, we see the medical staff headed out there now. We're going to get a timeout as they handle an injured player. Not what you want to see so close to the end of the season. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Shotgun snap to Daniels. This is hauled in by McLaurin. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. And now we'll get a pause here. Trainers headed out to take a look at an injured player. Let's hope it isn't anything that's going to keep him from finishing this season strong. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Daniels. Complete. Oh, the football's loose. And the Falcons scoop it up. Well, where one defender failed, Brock, another succeeded. He shook free of that first tackle, but the next guy not only made that hit, but knocked it loose as well.
Okay, as we saw when he broke that first tackle, he can absorb a shot, right? He's got great, what they call contact balance to absorb it and keep going. But that second hit, well, that drove the ball free and leads to this takeaway.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That one intended for Drake London. So it's 2nd down coming up. Play action. Here's Penix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just...
Pressure's there, and he goes down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down.
Giving up a touchdown on that last possession, you've got to come back and answer. And they found one on the last couple plays. Recovered a little footing for themselves here defensively and put this offense behind the sticks.
So with the Falcons set to punt on 4th, on comes Bradley Pinion. Coming off a busy week, 5 punts in the loss, and he sends this one away. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Officially a 55-yard launch. And the Commanders will go on offense. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They bring McLaurin in motion right. 1st and 10, a run to Robinson. And he has him a small chunk of yards up to the 42. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. From the 42. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And the Commanders will have a 1st. Running it now out of the gun. And he gets him around 6 there. DeMarco Hellams there on the stop. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Holding. Offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Out of the gun, Daniels. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. Oh boy, they cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and two very different tones and tenors on these two sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
The Falcons ready for their next possession. They're still in search of that first down of this game, Brock. Hoping to put together a drive and avoid calling on the punter again. Penix now on first down. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up. Out of the gun, Cousins. His first throw is an interception. Picked off, Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders have it now on his 8th pick of the year. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, kid. We got one, we got two. Do I hear a third interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
We'll have him gain up about a handful there. Jesse Bates getting up for the stop that time. All right, here we go. 2nd down. From the 36. Complete. It's McLaurin. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll be good for a Washington first. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Here's Daniels. Watson with the catch. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Finds his man. It's Craig. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. That one ends up a gain of 6. And the Commanders will have a first. Motioning him from the slot right. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. To throw, Daniels. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. 3rd and short, Daniels. And as that one falls incomplete, all eyes shifting to the flag that was thrown. If it's defensive, we've got a first down here. And it's as we expected, partner. We call pass interference, so put it at the spot and give them that first down. Motion man sent left. Running it after the penalty. Is in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders parlay the interception into points. Deebo Samuel, the touchdown. Matt Gay on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Commanders tie this game 7-7. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's Ray McCloud. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Falcons and Drake London headed back out onto the field. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. Penix on first down. Completes. It's Bijan Robinson. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Complete out to the right. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, even a drop would have been better than that, frankly. Couldn't find a way back to the line of scrimmage, and it's a rare pass that actually loses yardage.
Coverage holds up, and he just had to get rid of it.
You know, these third and short situations, you rep them all the time. Snap after snap, rep after rep. You're expecting man-to-man coverage in that down and distance, and you're expecting to execute. That time on third and short, they can't get the job done.
He has it at the 22. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Commanders and QB Jaden Daniels headed out for their next look on offense. And with just one game to go after this one, a terrific campaign has him in position to lead the league in touchdown passes this season. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Robinson on the inside give. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. That was Jordan Fuller getting there for the tackle. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. Daniels back to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. That's a pickup of 9. And that'll be good for a Washington first. On the give, here's Robinson. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. Slot receiver headed left. 2nd and 1. He lofts it deep left. He's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Washington. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Gay to add the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. McCloud now returning it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Here's Atlanta ready to take over possession. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Penix here from the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Oh, there he was, a step away from making the post-game highlights you see on the news from going viral. Couldn't quite get there. Now they need to punch this one in to convert the interception into points.
It sure wasn't for lack of effort, though, and nobody in this stadium wanted to touch the pay dirt more than that return. He did all he could do.
He did.
Sometimes you're just an agonizing step or two away from that kind of glory.
The Commanders and Brian Robinson Jr. running back on now. And you can see with just this and one more game remaining this season, he's leading the league in rushing touchdowns. Daniels now. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it's 2nd and goal. Now Daniels to throw. That one's incomplete in the end zone. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that brings up 3rd and goal. Now they'll throw out of the gun. And they will score. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. McLeod now returning it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now here come the Falcons on offense. And this drive, Brock, hopefully longer than that last one. They were only out there one play before they were picked off.
They're kind of a good chance right now to see how risk-averse these guys are offensively. A lot of game left. They could give the passing game a little breather and start this one on the ground.
That one doesn't make it beyond the line. And that'll bring up 2nd down. To the air with Penix. Dialing up a receiver screen. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You call that receiver screen, and every once in a while, that wide receiver, well, he's got to be his own blocker. He's got to make the first guy or two miss. That didn't happen. Play goes nowhere.
3rd down, it's Penix. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
It's plays like that, Kate, right, wrong. Where I sit and judge a defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field. And not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And it'll be their football. Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10. They'll run the draw with Robinson. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Daniels. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. It's a 2-score game early. We'll return to Landover right after this. Time now for the 2nd quarter. Commanders in possession. They have 3rd and 4 to start out. Daniels. He'll get this to Samuel. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Handoff, Matt Robinson. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That's the kind of run that shows he's trying to take some stress off the passing game to provide big plays. What a great help to that side of an offense when the ground game can deliver chunk plays too.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
Has the Washington touchdown. The Commanders stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner, and it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they paid the price over and over and over again.
Gay to add the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders stretch their lead to 21. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. And this is a good representation right here of what the playoffs will look like come the postseason in 2 weeks. Still a few things to finalize, though, which makes this week and those divisional games next week incredibly important. On first down, here's Penix. Flush down out to his left. He's keeping it. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Now after that play, we have somebody banged up down there. Injuries never welcome sight so close to the end of the season. They're out to attend to him. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Here's Robinson. And he's cut after a gain of about 2. That was Kayvon Thibodeau there to wrap him up. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Putting the tight end in motion. From the 39. He'll get this complete to Pitts. And that's good for a gain of 5. Stopping that play, Trenton Simpson. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. They'll run it with Bijan. And not a lot of space to work. He's brought down at the 45. It's a gain of only 1 yard. That's going to leave him with a 4th and 2.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. The Commanders returning their offense, and this running back to the field. There has been nothing that can stop them, so we got to assume this drive, Brock, likely going to end in a touchdown as well. Here's a give to Robinson. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. From the 24. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Out of the gun, Daniels. He throws a bullet deep to their... It's complete! Oh my, they left him wide open downfield. 35 And the Commanders will have a first.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Now we're on with Robinson. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You call that first down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Escapes the pocket. Now here he goes. He gets a little something out of it before sliding to a stop.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield. Get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. The throw is caught. And that's a Washington touchdown. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
Gay to add the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Commanders grow their lead yet again. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Here's the Falcon offense headed out. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That throw intended for Drake London. And now it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, Cousins. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Shotgun snap now to Cousins. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Picked off. That's Bobby Wagner. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. Thrown at the depth where linebackers coming to play in coverage, partner, and sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
Gay to add the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders continue piling on to this lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick-6 as it's sent away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Falcons and Kirk Cousins headed back out to the field now. And they didn't have much time to recover from that pick-6. Need short memories here as they head back out. After the pick, here's Cousins again. Completed over the middle. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. 2nd and 3 now. Working from the gun, it's Cousins. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Commanders with an extra DB out there to defend this third down. Looking to throw, Cousins. Got a man, it's London. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Cousins. That one's complete to London. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. On 1st and 10, it's Cousins. Has him on the quick hitter. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Falcons will have a first. Now Cousins again. Into the hands of Pitts. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down. From the red zone now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Okay, you can give him much of the credit for this early lead. Heck, give every player in that defense now their 4th sack of this game credit. Because that ambush on the quarterback, a big reason why they're in control of this game.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And he manages to reach the 19 before he stopped. Give him around 3, but a very big distance to address here on third down. Throwing now from the gun. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
So many coaches love third downs and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these third downs. Well, that's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. The home teams are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Watson with the catch. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. We've hit the 2-minute warning now from the nation's capital. The Commanders in possession. On first down, here's Daniels. This one taken in by Kraft. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Falcons side of the field. 2nd and 3 now. Again, Daniels to the air. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. But still plenty of options left on 3rd and short. Now Daniels to throw. The Falcons getting close, and they take him down. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. score this as a win for the Commanders. And the sting of losing such a close one the week before, apparently still at the forefront of their minds. They got out there and rebounded nicely with a win this week. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. It's a win for the Commanders, as with that, we sign off from D.C.